You know what I started by sitting talking to both of you about, because I've been conscious about folks who grew up in Canada and are very clear about being Black Canadian and African Canadian. And I think of me, who, you know, the late comers, like I came in the 70s as a teenager, who grew up in the Caribbean, really. I mean, that's how I identify myself. But I always think about what it means that those of you who have been here contributing and your sense of acknowledgement of the actual historical Afro-Canadian experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think with me, my dad was a powerful force in my life. And my dad told me I was a beautiful Black girl. So I was told I was beautiful and Black from my father. That impact for me, I think, went a long way. Because nobody can't tell me that I'm not. Like, nobody couldn't tell me that I'm not. And with that guidance and power, I think it escalated me. When I went to school, I was taught in, the Canadian school for the TSB.
Right.
But I was also educated at home by my father. So my father was an educator as well. He ended up teaching in the Toronto School Board as well.
Right.
Eventually, but he's a welder by trade. And he ended up teaching at Central Tech in the shop classes. But we were educated at home. So I went to school and said, I would be like this, no, you're wrong, this is what it is. And I would get in trouble all the time. The teachers actually wouldn't even refer to me because I always corrected them. I said, no, that's not true. And I would bring a little book that my dad had that had the truth in it. So, when they teach you history in the school board, they're not really teaching you history. So my Black history was taught from at home, not in the schools. So, very grounded. And, as Black people, one of the things that we did is, and especially with my father, music was a big deal in our house. We had music on all the time. On Saturdays, we would get together, go down on Yonge Street. We'd go into every single record store. Me and my brothers would leave with albums under our arms, get home, and then we would play music all Saturday, Sunday, all the new music. So we always had albums that were running all the time. So my dad grounded us. He gave us history for sure.
Was that the
and
same?
that was my blessing.
Was that the same for you, Richard? You'd say?
Yeah, I think at grade 5 there was an influx of Caribbean people moving.
Grade 4, I think I remember.
Yeah, I remember grade 5, but they were all in ESL programs, so I never even had classes with them, and I never understood that.
Right.
And it's funny that he says that because even me, I went home and I would say, Mom, we have a whole bunch of Black kids in the school now, but I don't know what they're saying.
None are in my class. And none were in your class.
None were in our class, so we didn't know what is this ESL. So that's a big deal because I didn't know what that was either. Right. And I think I'm a year older than you, so that's the difference.
And I wanted to get into that class.
You wanted to be how the Black kids were. Right?
Well, yeah, but they said English as a second language, and I'm just like, I don't understand what language they're speaking. It wasn't a second language. It was, but that's how it was. And many of them were put a year behind.
Yeah.
And they were even, so they were all older than me, but very smart. Very smart. Like when it came to English, like writing,
Wow. See? All right, I'm going to end this here so people can chill and just hang, and I can just chill and hang as well. But this is, me, I just get all so, because this is all fascinating, because I think there's a whole conversation that will be interesting about this history and relationship to each other, right? Because you're affirming what a lot of people from the Caribbean always say, which is we come and they put us back a year, and then I think it became from ESL, they started to call it ESD. So English as a second dialect was when I came was what they used to say, right?
I never used
ESD, English as a second dialect, right? Because I think eventually families challenged the fact that it was ESL class because it's like, we speak English. What do you mean? We speak English, right? But then there was like, oh yeah, but you speak it with a different vernacular and so it's really a dialect. So then they shifted to be ESD to justify it.
They don't put American people.
Exactly, right? Because of course, no, you can go, yeah.
In the West Indies, their education is higher.
Absolutely.
Like they know more. And the fact that they were bringing people down because they weren't speaking a certain way,
Putting them a year back.
automatically.
Yeah.
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 How old are you? They'll be like, they're a year older than me. I'm like, so why are you in my class? I'm going to be getting all the
Which
great
was
marks.
such a bad thing, you know. That was like a black mark on people.
Literally.
Like, yeah. Seriously.
Literally a black mark on black
Right?
people. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, there it goes. We're going to chill now and hang out and just support Sean Skier here. But wasn't it great? Thanks to my sister
Debbie Blair.
and my brother.
Richard Anthony.
All right, and Douglas Stewart signing off.
No, we do friends for long.
There it is, the space. And we got some tunes going and all that.